Dr. Ward. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you. This is Dr. Heather Ward. She's a family practice provider here in Belfast, Maine. And today she's going to be talking with us about the 5210 program, which is a Maine Health initiative to help us all be healthier. So I think the first question is, what the heck is 5?
Well, it's the whole design of this is to be pretty simple to remember. The 5 represents 5 fruits and vegetables a day. So the goal is to try to get people to think about making healthier choices, and simply put, it's increasing your fruits and vegetables in your diet.
All right.
The 2 is to try to reduce the amount of screen time, so television or computer time that's not specifically related to school, to less than 2 hours a day. Some people say, wow, 2 hours, that's a lot. And other people really, studies show that average is probably about 5 hours a day is what people have for screen time. The 1 is for 1 hour of exercise a day, physical activity, really. It doesn't have to be in a gym on a treadmill. It should be just any kind of activity that really gets your heart up and moving. So it could be sled riding with the kids, taking a walk with your dog, walking around town, or, going into the gym and getting some exercise. But increasing the amount of time that you're moving as opposed to sitting still watching TV or checking your email. And 0 is for 0 sugars. Another way to simplify what is healthy eating is to really think about cutting out as much sugar as you can through drinks. Juices have a lot of sugars in them, soda, and of course candy and other foods that are made with a lot of sugar. So try to get your sugar intake to 0.
Wonderful. Now, is this program geared towards adults, kids, everybody? What is it generally geared towards?
The program is really focusing on children, but as parents ourselves, we all know that our children are really going to eat and behave in ways that we model. So although the information will be presented and has been presented in schools, we're really talking to the parents a lot of the time about healthier living. And so although our focus is on the children, really we have to incorporate the whole family, because if I go home and I only eat candy bars, that's what my kids are going to want to eat. So I have to be a good role model for what I choose to eat, how much activity I have in my life, and how much TV I'm watching. I can't restrict my children's TV if I'm going to sit down and watch TV instead.
Right.
So.
Wonderful. And where's more information about this available? Is it something people can get from their healthcare provider?
Sure, absolutely. First, it's in the schools. It's all over the schools right now. But also in your primary care provider, there should be some information that is available. We have pamphlets, each labeled with the number. So a pamphlet with the 5 on the front will be about healthier eating. The pamphlet with the 1 on the front will be about more physical activity and different ideas that you can do in order to make these changes and make them really lifestyle changes forever, not just for today or tomorrow.
So it's not about a diet, it's not about losing weight, I think what I was reading that it's geared towards reducing obesity, but it's about getting new ideas out there, getting more information out there, and not saying no, but adding things in. Is that right?
Right. It's really trying to take we're trying to decrease childhood obesity and therefore trying to improve the health of our general population, because our obese children become obese adults with multiple medical problems. And so what we are trying to do, instead of saying, no, you can't have that, and no, you shouldn't be doing that, is trying to create a more positive way of thinking about healthy lifestyle changes. And it really is about changing the way you think about food, the way you think about activity, the way you go about your day for forever, for the rest of your life. It's not something that you can plan on eating healthy today, but not tomorrow and be fine.
Right, it's not about dieting until a certain event. It's about moderation.
It's about changing the way you think about food and the way you think about activity, and choosing healthy foods instead of choosing foods that are not going to benefit your body nutritionally.
Now I know that we're going to have you and your children later doing a cooking segment with some recipes that are based on the 5210 program. Are those recipes available to parents? Is there a place that they can go to get those?
Well, they would be available online, and I'm sure in the various doctor's offices we'll have the little recipe book available.
All right. Well, we'll have the website address at on our website where there'll be a link where people can at least get to the I think it's letsgo.org and get some of those tips and information. And thank you very much for your information. This is a really great program. I'm really excited about it. I also have kids in the school, and I have my oldest daughter doesn't really like to exercise very much, and it's been an interesting challenge to figure out new and different ways to get her outside and get her exercising, and thinking about it as it's not going to the Y and walking around on the track. It's just getting outside and having fun and getting your heart rate up.
Right. I think having fun is really, really important in this, because if you don't have fun doing it, you're not going to do it.
Right. Exactly. Well, thank you very much. It was great talking to you today.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.